everyone, and welcome to the Colbert Vape Report. I am your host, Tan Colbert, and today we are going to be looking at the iStick from Eleaf. Now, this is going to be just a first look. It's not going to be a full review because a lot of this is still in prototype phases. They don't have a price set yet. They also do not have any packaging available. So I'm just going to talk about it a little bit and not give my actual final thoughts on it just yet. It's a very small device. It's a very small device that goes up to 20 watts. Now, to put this into perspective, here is the Eleaf iStick, and here is a 30 ml bottle of juice. Yeah, so this thing is smaller than a 30 ml bottle of juice. Now, if any of you have the IDV2, there's a comparison there. So you can see just how small this thing is. It makes me feel like I'm holding a lighter. It fires from 1 ohm, so you can't sub-ohm on this, but it's so small I think that the chip would probably overheat if you did go any lower than that. And it can fire up to 3 ohms. It's adjustable wattage and adjustable voltage. It can go from 7 watts all the way up to 20 watts. I'll show you a little bit more down in the close-ups. Yeah, just give you an idea how small it is. It's 75 millimeters by 21 millimeters by 32.8. And it has a 2200 mAh battery inside of here. This is the iGo W5 sitting on top of here. I wrapped it to a 1.4 ohm single coil, which I don't usually do on drippers, but I really don't have any tanks or any like egos laying around because I mostly use drippers. So this is 20 watts at 5.2 volts. It's very respectable. I've not had to charge this yet, and granted I've not been using it exclusively because I have my dripper and my king over here. But for all that I've used it so far, I really do like it. 2200 mAh battery, 20 watts, and it's variable voltage instead of just variable wattage. And it has a USB charging port on the bottom. The threading on this, it is a 510 thread. And it is a spring-loaded 510. So it adjusts to your atomizer, which I'll show you all that closer down the close-up. You can see it's missing some screws. That happened in Customs. Customs took it apart. Lost all my damn screws. You can see it's a mirror finish on the bottom. Screw United States Customs. I hate you. Yeah, so I lost my screws. That's nothing to do with Eleaf. That's all Customs. But let's dive up close, and I will show you what it looks like and how to use it. You see the screen here. You have your ohms right here on the side next to your battery meter, your voltage, and your wattage. This does not have an atomizer on it right now, so if I go to fire it, it says no atomizer. It said this does fire from 1 ohm up to 3 ohms. They said the main or the best settings is 1.5 ohms. This would be good for your tanks and your egos. It said you can long press the plus or minus button to enter auto mode, and it'll automatically scroll through your wattage just like that. You press the button again, and it goes down by 0.2, and you press it one more time, and it'll go by 0.5 to make it easy to scroll through. So, once again, you hold it, it auto scrolls, push it one more time, and it goes through in 0.2 increments. You push it one more time, and it goes through in 0.5 increments, all the way up to 20 watts. If you want it to stop, you just press the opposite direction and it will stop, just like it usually does. When you get this, you will have this unit right here, the packaging, a manual, and the USB charger for the bottom. Like I said, I'm missing my screws because Customs are douchebags and they lost my stuff. This also has some protection on it. If your atomizer has a short, the screen will stay atomizer short. It has low voltage protection, which means if your battery goes below 3.3 volts, the screen will reflect, it will say lock, and it will completely lock the device To unlock the low voltage protection, if the battery goes above 3.65, it'll unlock it. And low power alert, if the battery is lower than 10%, the power symbol will flash. Now inside of this, it has a high safety, high capacity lithium battery. Now there will be a warranty with this. It will be inside the manual, but since it's all prototyped, I know no information or a price yet. They just sent me to this for my first impressions to see what I thought about it. See, this is just version 1. I did plug it into my computer. It was not recognized as a device, so I believe this will not be upgradable by users, but it may be upgradable by Eleaf in the future. This will also be available in black, the silver, which I have, a red, and a blue. I really do like the finish on here. It's almost like a glitter, but it's not. It's like a gunmetal. I don't know. It's really cool looking. But yeah, I'm really hoping price-wise that this will come out in a competitive market, especially with the Provari 20 watt coming out soon. If this comes out at around $60 US, I think it'd be very, very competitive. Let me put my atomizer back on here. This just show a puff timer on it. Whenever you press the fire button, you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Shows you your timer and what you're vaping at. You can see this is a 1.4 ohm coil. Let me check on my voltmeter to see if that is reading correctly. Yep, exactly 1.4. So this device is spot on. I could really see this device taking off just by how small it is, how compact it is. I mean, this is it with the iGo on it. And this is a 30 ml bottle of juice next to it. So you can see just how small it is. It's smaller than a 30 ml bottle of juice, even with the iGo on it, besides the drip top. Oh yeah, and this is Lab Rat Liquids, which I'll be doing a review on here shortly. Keep an eye out for that. But yep, that's about it for all the up-close stuff. Let's back out, vape on it. Alright guys, so that was the first look and overview of the Eleaf iStick. I think it's a very different device. I mean, just how small it is. I can completely cover it with my hand. You can't even see the device really. This is with the iGo on. I'll show you with the Nautilus on it. With the Nautilus, it does have a little bit of an overhang. And you have to watch out with your wattage and voltage because of the coils. Yeah. It went up to 1.9 ohms. This is a 1.8 ohm coil. I'm going to back this down to around 11 watts. That's on the Nautilus, so that's not bad. But the Nautilus doesn't really have the airflow I like. I just use it to mostly test juices at low wattages and see what the differences are between low wattage and dripping. But yep, overall for a first look, it's not bad. I've not had any issues with it. It charges from the bottom USB port. It's a very well built design. It doesn't feel cheap. I mean, the buttons are a little... I wish the buttons stuck out a little bit farther. They're almost flush with the device, as you can see there. So, I wish they stuck out a little bit farther and was a little bit more clicky. I guess they didn't do that just because of how small this device is and how it's supposed to fit in your pocket. But once I get a price and the actual box, I will give you guys a full review and do an update video giving you my final thoughts on this product. As it stands now, I'm not going to because everything is not finalized about it, but I hope you enjoyed this first look at the Eleaf iStick. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, happy vaping.